The hallways of Stratford Elementary were a little louder than usual yesterday. Some students from the school in St. Jean's Elementary were composing and performing music by banging on buckets. Now that sounds pretty simple, but there are some complex and surprising lessons in the process. And Island Morning's Nancy Russell dropped by the school to check it out.
I'm Ellen Davis, a music teacher at Stratford Elementary School.
Daniel Tiemann, music teacher, St. Jean Elementary School.
When there's a new teacher arrive on the island, there's always a mentoring program of sorts that's set up. So I have the privilege of working with Daniel. So we were provided from the Department of Education and with the support of our administrations, a day where we could bring our kids together and do something that would be meaningful and enjoyable and build connections.
And how did you get to bucket drumming?
Well, we were sort of brainstorming a lot of possibilities, and buckets have the appeal of they're not expensive, and thanks to cows, they actually were no expense whatsoever, which we truly appreciate that. We had a few rhythm sticks and a few drumsticks as well that were provided to us that we already had in our classrooms, so thought that's something even Steven across the board that everyone can participate in, so thought that might be a great way to work with our kids in this way.
What did your students think when you said bucket drumming?
They were really excited. Anything that you can hit with a stick and make noise with is an exciting possibility, and they were really, really pumped about that.
What do you think, as you watched the groups coming up with their compositions, what do you think they learned from this experience?
A lot of empathy, which we were really hoping for, a lot of engagement, a lot of improvisation, that nothing was really wrong. There was no right or wrong answer when approaching this, and I really wanted to instill on those students. They're coming from their core subjects where there is a right and there's a wrong answer, and the fear of, all the standardized testing and everything else like that. The music room, we're here to create, we're here to experiment, and we're here to enjoy ourselves, and that's what I wanted them to experience here. Not to be afraid of anything, not to be afraid of making that so-called quote-unquote wrong note. There is no wrong note.
From Stratford Elementary. We mixed all our ideas together, and we just thought of something that's would it be happy, angry, sad, and we thought we would do a mixture of all. We do sad at first, and then happy, and then angry. That's when we bang harder. And yeah, that's what we thought. I'm Liam Johnstone. I'm in grade 6 at St. Jean's Elementary.
So this is actually combining students from two schools too. What is that like?
Well, I find it pretty cool because I met new friends, and we're going in a group together, and we were working together, so I find that good.
What do you think of this idea of bucket drumming?
I think it's really cool because we get to really creative because we all put our ideas together, and I'm okay, let's do this, and he does let's do this, and we're all mixing our ideas together, so I find it cool.
You said creative. Why creative?
Because you get to do whatever you want with it and make a bunch of different noises and just have fun.
Buckets can be used with any rhythm. You can bang the buckets together, you can use sticks, you can use your hands, you can use any part of your body for a rhythm.
And you even were throwing the buckets.
Yeah.
What's the idea of throwing them?
Well, we flip them, so we give him time to do stuff. So we're okay, let's do this, and then he starts to get ready. Then that's whenever we do our tricks.
Have you learned something today about music?
Rhythm can come from any part of your body.
What was it like for you, Ellen, watching the students?
First of all, it truly was just fun. They were engaged, they were smiling, they were laughing. A few were, I think, a little bit not sure what to expect. But we did a drumming activity to begin with where we instructed them a certain rhythm they could do, which hand they start with, and very rather contrived, but with lovely results as they drummed along to a couple of familiar pop tunes. And that was excellent. But then we kind of ventured out into the second part of what this was about in regards to having them create themselves. So So taking their experience, thinking as a group together collectively what an emotion is that they would like to present in their sound. We would love to do a follow-up to this perhaps in a month's time or so, and even just an hour session where we get together, renew the friendships that have been made, and carry that on as a tradition.
Oh, I'd love to do this again. Just seeing the smiles on my students' faces when they went from the beginning of the workshop with the contrived, I guess, drumming, they was very shy, very timid, and then all of a sudden they just got more and more into it, and the smiles started appearing. Now every group that we had here wanted to perform and just yes, let's get up there. And whether they thought they were making mistakes or not, it was beautiful, and just seeing the absolute engagement and friendships that they were creating and making amongst the two schools just made my heart sing.
1, set, go. I'm Alitra, and I'm in grade 6.
My name is Lindsay Burke, and I'm in grade 6, and I go to Stratford Elementary.
Our beat is happy. So, Lindsay was just sitting down, and she came up with beating this, like this, and it's kind of like something you'd find on like TV, maybe.
It's like boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. We all tried to think of a beat, and we picked this one.
And we did do solos, and we're going to eventually add them in. Just we have to work on this so far.
What do you think of the idea of bucket drumming?
I think it's actually really cool. It's really fun to, like, you can make so many different beats with so many different things on it.
That was Nancy Russell speaking with some of the students and teachers from Stratford Elementary and St. Jean Elementary during their day of experimenting with bucket music. And you can see photos and a short video on our website, cbc.ca/PEI.